Today we're going to be playing some Druids, mainly to check out the buff to the Demeridium Shackle. So this went to 4 provisions. I was pretty sure this was going to happen eventually, just to be experimented with. And it gives you a lock that's neutral with 3 damage. It's not as good as the Nilfgaard locks because 3 damage isn't as good as the 3-point body, right? If you're hitting something with shield, if the unit has armor, it's not as good. You can develop your own points if they don't have a card. So it's not as good as those, but still useful to have this in the deck. And Druids in particular is a deck that doesn't always run a ton of control. We're going to be playing Karatrolde and Draco Turtle. I previously I think pretty much always ran like Heatwave and maybe a Wolfsbane, because having the access removal is really good. If you only have Karatrolde and Decoction for removal, you can't deal with things that have shield, you can't deal with things that have like really high value on them. So that was why I was running those. But now we can try out Karatrolde Draco Turtle, because they do vary those things with really scary abilities. We can lock them with the shackles. So that's going to be our plan here. We're still going to be playing the Ale. We're going to play Gideon's Shadow, Karatrolde, Mushy Truffle. Since we have Karatrolde, Truffle, and Shadow, and Ale, that's 4 locations, or not locations, 4 artifacts. So we're going to be playing Avlok Sage for the tutor. Due to all the nerfs to this deck in general, we can't fit the Oniromancy in it, I don't think, without cutting any of these key cards. Like, Truffle got nerfed, Preachers got nerfed. This deck's taken a lot of nerfs. But hopefully with Shackles, we can find some more use for it, because now we have more access to control. And if you want, you can play the deck almost like a control deck where you keep spamming Shackles out off of Druids, which could be pretty fun. Beyond that, we have Draco Turtle. This plus Karatrolde is our big point slam finisher. If you need one of those, you can go like Karatrolde Order, Draco Turtle Leader. If you have like a short round 3 where you have carrying over the Karatrolde. We have the Ale. We aren't playing Troubadours in this version, even though we are going to still play the Ales, just because Mahakam Ale, I should say. That's because the Ancestor represents so many points of carryover. It's really good. We have the Sage we talked about. Corliss just good value and recursion. We've got the Bride. We've got Ermion. Decoction. Darren. We could go for his Blessing. Darren's to send the Crow Mother to the graveyard, or you can actually send the Shackles to the graveyard if you need to set it up for a Crow Clan Druid round 1 or something. Same thing for any of the Alchemies that are 4s. You can do that. Then we have the Ermion we mentioned, Decoction Darren, 2 Blessings, 2 Preachers, 2 Dwinviandras. You can cut this down to 1, cut Darren to put in Axel 3 Eyes if you want more of a tempo card, that's an option. Then we've got the Mahakam Ales. We're going to 1 Golden Froth, 2 Ales, 2 Druids, and 1 Squirrel. This last unit can kind of be anything, but I like the Squirrel as a graveyard tech. So overall, it's going to be pretty similar to most Druid decks. We're going to do a lot of engines, and just have access to some control now with Shackles. We'll see this offsets all the provision nerfs we've taken on this deck. Should be interesting to find out. Druids is a pretty fun one if you get it going. You get some insane numbers. But yeah, we'll see if that works out. And hopefully we have some fun with it. Zelensu93. Playing some Deathwish here. Okay, we're doing something. I guess Earner Shadows doesn't have to be something with Witch's Sabbath. We're going to keep Squirrel in case it is. This back. Do have a lock, which is good. These 2 are decent. Don't have Darren, so we keep this. Let's see what we get here. So it's going to be standard Deathwish, it looks like. That's fine. He's going to win this round because we don't have good engines in hand. Right? This is where running Troubadours gives you more copies. Oh, is this the no unit version? I guess we should have shackled the Brewis. Guess we should have done that. He's not going to have locks, so these don't have value outside of Ale. And going tall against his deck will be pretty dangerous, because I think he's running like a lot of tall punish. This looks like one of those hyper control decks. Otherwise, there's not much point in a Baya. there's the carryover. Wins by 41. We really should have shackled the Brewis in hindsight, knowing there's Abaya, but we didn't expect the Abaya. Maybe we're out of touch with what's in standard Deathwish, though. Down to 5. Then down to 0. He probably goes hard here. I don't see a Succubus to consume or banish. I mean, Squirrel's not as good. Probably don't need 2 shackles, though. This and this is good. This isn't good unless we have the scenario. Please don't make crows otherwise. That's where Axel comes in handy. That's where running a Crow's Eye Rhizome comes in handy. Interesting. This probably gets heat waved. But we'll at least do this. We'll see if he does. He might be saving the heat wave for the scenario instead. Yeah, so this will be a no unit deck. No surprises there. Let's take something that has value. The reason these are so good with no unit is because you just summon them all out with Brewis, and then you have Detlef and stuff round 3 with control cards. Nothing in his graveyard is good other than Toad, but we'll take this turn to remove that Toad, because that is really good. Oh, Neuromancy obviously doesn't matter if he sees every card in his deck anyway. The reason we open with the carryover before the Toad is because we have enough cards. I think we survive the 2-0 if he tries to go for it. And then I'd rather set up carryover round 3, where if we go first, we can still squirrel his Toad. That's the thought process there. Looking in our hand, Shackles, probably never hitting anything here. This is good. This is good. Should check that we have an artifact in our deck. We do not. So we want to put back an artifact for him to play. Do this one. Just start off this way.
Appearances can be deceiving.
Man is an arrogant creature.
It's good to have the Sage out, because you get faster into a Mushy Truffle, Golden Froth type of thing. That's how we're going to get our second Druid here. Okay, there's the Heat Wave. Surprises there. Let's keep playing these. We get 2 more still if he kills these. If he doesn't kill these are bricked, but he's obviously killing them. So I'm not concerned about that.
Trust equally in heart and mind.
He's going to have removal, not banish, right? So if he kills this one like Curse of Corruption, he can still bring it back. Just get a bunch of points out. Spear doesn't kill us. Nope, not that. Looking at... We can always Blessing the Marauder as well. I think we'll grab that one here, though. I'd like to combo it next turn. What's Urbian getting us here? It's only Shackles. It's not ideal. Let's just do the refresh.
Traveling is an option, you see. One of the better ones.
He won't have enough tall punishes for these as well as the Draco Turtle, so I want to see if we can save it. It might be hard to find a clash for him, though.
Modern Freyr is patient, but she brooks no insult.
That's really tall. But he's already heat waved. He's going to have Curse of Corruption, probably. Although with Kairin, I don't know if he does. fine. This does force a play, so it does trigger these from seeing the played card.
Bow before modern Freya.
Reach, reach beyond what the eyes see and the ears hear.
He's gonna have Deathwish for sure. A Blizzard, okay. It's fine. We're already tall enough on this, we don't want to go taller. He's gonna have a Spores potentially as well. We play around Muzzle. We play around Muzzle. Play around Muzzle. It's just so good, the Muzzle, if he gets it there. Block off the dive, that's pretty good too. Ermion Force triggers here on Shackles. We got the Shackles ourselves, but gives us more than we lose. GG. He's out of tall punish. Skellige playing some Temple Demavend. No one's fooling me here. I mean, it could be something else, but probably Temple Demavend. Let's see here. Hey, that's pretty solid, actually. We're short on units. So we'd probably go Karatrolde here if we want to try to push this round. We have the reset. Could do a strong round 1 into 2 push with carryover. Interesting strategies. Interesting. Let's open Karatrolde and hope for a ship. Hey, that one's pretty good. The reason we open this is because we have access to buff. We can like buff with this, and then clash a Demavend, for example. I want to have access to removal for his cards right away. He's going to start cycling. You can also lock the Demavend. I think a Crow's Eye Rhizome would make sense in this deck over the Golden Froth in the future. Potentially. We could clash reset. Seems pretty good. It's also nice for getting us out of range of a Boiling Oil if he has it. He did start with both of the Siege Masters. There's the Vengeance. We can buff clash that. We're one short of just being able to outright kill it. That's a shame. He's gonna buff it again. Or do one cooldown so it can be winched next turn. Ooh, we did get a hit there. I think we buff clash. We can also lock and clash. Both work. I think I'd rather do the buff though. So you can just winch that with these. We're going to click this here. Discard the Squirrel. Squirrel's good if he goes Amphibious Assault, but based on the fact he hasn't played it yet, it's not in his opening hand. I don't think we want to keep the Squirrel to hit an Amphibious Assault round 2 or 3. I'd rather cycle the deck. Never mind. He has it right now. Well, that's a punish. Unfortunate. What are you going to do, though? We kept this because it's a lock. We kept these because they're our golds. The only other options we have to discard would be Preacher, which the round goes longer we're going to need, and the Blessing, which we don't want to discard really ever here. This gives Zeal. Let's just remove that as an option. Saves him a leader charge. I don't want to save him a leader charge. You guys bring that back with Bride as well. Because if we remove the option for the free Zeal, he's a lot less tempted to push here with like a Demavend. And since he Amphibious Assaulted, he can't go straight in with the, what's it called? Revenant. Been a little slow in engine development here. We'll play this. Doesn't feel the best. We can revive it with Blessing. We'd like to get something on the board for a little bit of engine. And if you had a Boiling Oil, I think we would have hit this earlier, so I think it's safe. There's the Revenant. Nothing to hit with it, though. I don't want to... If we go Ermion, Ermion into Ales, what we want to do round 2. I think we take Bride on the Shackles. If we don't Shackle this, he's going to play Reinforced Ballista or something with these out. I really want to open round 2 with Ermion into Ale. If he goes like Demavend now, though, we are in trouble. Because we've been so slow developing engines, we've been trying to remove his stuff. Mostly to try out how this deck feels with control. We do have access to another Mock. And we know there's no Radiant Seeker Cerberus because we locked something earlier. So I don't think we killed with the Shackle damage. Plays a Raw Winch. Okay. Question here. Are we going to play round 2? Because we could get Ale right now. Or get Truffle. I think we might want to go Truffle because if he plays something here to push tempo... Yeah, we'll get the Truffle. Because Ale we can get off of Ermion anyway. If he goes for a tempo play, we really need a couple engines on board to catch us back up at this point. So I think he might be going slow and is trying to go with a big point play at the end of the round. So he is pushing us a bit here. He does have a Boiling Oil. I think we go Blessing. Or do we get the... Well, we have the Shadow, so we could go for a big 2-0 push. I think given how this game's progressing, makes the most sense.
Gods protect us.
So I don't think he wants to press into this, but if he does, we'll go Blessing, click this order potentially. But if we can save the Blessing, we can go very strong round 2 push. I think that's our play here. Let's go for a really strong round 2 push. There's the Darren. We are short Druids, but I mean... We have 2 Blessings. That gets us 1-2 Druids. That's okay. Questions would keep a Golden Froth here? Don't think so. Shackles I think we'd like though. Let's go like this.
Reach beyond what the eyes see and the ears hear.
See if he has removal. The reason we go this first before Darren is because I want turns for the cooldown on Ancestors to go out. Because these are usually Devotion decks, which means he doesn't have a Tall Punish outside of a reset, potentially. We haven't seen a Temple yet. He does have Temple, it's only going to have like a 5-card boost. Yeah. Only a 5-card boost, so he didn't draw Demavend round 1. And if he creates a Punish off of this, he won't have time to draw except off of the Temple itself. So this turn we go Darren. If he wastes a turn to squirrel that, he's so low on tempo that I think it's actually good for us. And he's not going to squirrel it because he's going to be in Devotion. See what he got here anyway. Baron, yep, so there's a Tall Punish. Firaxis and Erland. Baron's really good. But he can't draw it and Prince on Sace this round. So this round we have a really scary push, which is what's good. There's the Siege. We just boost again.
We serve her who is virgin, mother, and
A thousand beaks like a thousand arrowheads.
So on Sace would go ranged 4 plus 4 is 8. 10, 11. Good one shot almost. I think we'd be as greedy as possible with the Ale, the Ancestors. I think we'd let him on Sace this turn if he wants to. It's low tempo. Not low tempo, it's lower tempo than later because he won't be proccing the Siege. So I want him to kill this before it gets really big, because if this gets really big, he only has to Baron it, which means you would have drawn Baron there and not had the Unsace boosted. So I think you'd still do the Unsace because you keep that in the deck until you do this. So you shouldn't have access to Baron except off of Amphibious Assault. Okay, there's that, and he still has the Amphibious Assault Baron. We know how much tempo that is. 11, yep, that boosts here. It's good for him. But if we bleed all this out, we're still fine. No reason to lock yet.
Modern Freyr is patient, but she brooks no insult.
Could have boosted this, which gets it out of range of Boiling Oil into Ping, but plays more into Bloody Baron, so I don't think we do that. You should play an Engine this turn, right? Yep. So we lock that. We just all in next turn. Basically at 37. But we infuse with Ale, we click a Golden Froth. That's what, like 11 points there. We shackle one of his engines. Leaders for 6, and that triggers 12 more points on our guys in the back. Should be good enough. Lock that. Infuse this. Do this. Like this. Should be plenty. His Amphibious Assault Baron, but then his other play isn't good enough, I don't think. Like, I don't think he has enough, even with the Amphibious Assault Baron. Because obviously the other card would be an engine, a siege, to trigger this. I just don't think the math adds up for him there. if we all in. GG.
Pick up when I'm done with you.
Chameleon to get reverted, thankfully. While I have a suspicion of whose idea that was, but it was not a good idea. Alright, so Chameleon against Hall of Harmony. Do they play Oneiromancy? Sometimes. Probably not worth keeping over that if we have better stuff to put back. So we'll keep it. We don't have something better to keep, so we'll put it back. We do have better things to keep, so we'll put it back, I mean. Wow. See what we've got here. Decent opener. Antherian opening. Interesting. How much do we value our round 1 against his? Poisons are a pretty big counter to us, because we go really tall without ways to purify. We only have unlocks. So that is something to keep in mind, obviously. That is a little bit dangerous for us. It's going to make us really want round control. We do have 2 resets, so we could go on this. It's fine. Double reset, we could do some round 1 control with this. Well, none of these are really good. I was hoping for something that did damage, and with Skellige, you'd expect to see one. Oh, we're playing Devotion Harmony. Interesting. Good to know. Good to know. Good to know. Let's do the send here. Do we clash? Gear 1 views? Probably not worth it. We don't want to heal Darren or boost Darren because he's going to heal himself off the passive. And these decks usually don't run any damage outside of poisons and like 2 pings on Ranger. So leaving this guy at 3 should be safe.
Your next move shall be your last.
Interesting. We do want to win this round because we, like I said, we don't want to deal with the poisons later on. But if he uses the poisons here, he can't have them later. Either way, we're going to play this.
Who nicked my mushrooms again?
We should have removed this, by the way, because it lets him play another Dryad to trigger Harmony. That was a mistake. Yeah, just like that.
That's all I need.
We'll probably have to play round 3.
Traveling is an option, you see. One of the better ones.
We definitely want to play like, at least one of these so we can do the, what's it called? Blessing. Interesting. He's going to let it go here. We have 4 points coming back as soon as we play an Alchemy. So in order to do that, this would be what, 9? Is this to 18? Plus the 4 coming back is 22. We'd have to click this order. I think I'm fine with that. Actually, it's not enough, right? It's 5 plus this. We have to all in round 2. I think we'd want to do that anyway here. Because round 3 looks like it's going to end up being a short round. We don't want to play into a long round. Our short round should be decent. We had to use leader there. I didn't like that. So we didn't have an alchemy set up for her, which is what I was thinking about with the 9. Get scenario. Do big push. I don't think we keep that. This is basically what we're looking for. Other than we'd like to get a second druid. A preacher, I mean. We can get this tutored. This is probably good, actually.
At last.
Trust equally in heart and mind.
We know there's enough poisons to kill one of these, so we're actually going to fuse him. There shouldn't be a 5 damage card here. There should just be poisons and like a lock. It's water.
This is me now. Who was I before?
Now that we've got these crows, we can start potentially locking with Ermion. Or we already used Ermion, we can't do that. Yeah, we can't lock here. He can, though. That's fine, we can unlock. It's not a big deal. I think we get this back first. Nah. Play this first.
Man is an arrogant creature.
He's going to have at least 2 more poisons. Water's good. Percival's also good. We should have reset already.
Travel makes one modest. Lets one see the bigger picture.
I was trying to figure out if it'd be better to reset the Mushy Truffle or not, but we were slow, so I do think this would have been better. We can still clash the Percival, it's worth it. Also worth clashing a Chameleon if he has one. Not drawing a Shackles is really hurting us here, though. Smuggler. Golden Necro Druids, potentially, except this Devotion, so it can't be it. I don't see that one very often. I think we do remove the Percival here. We'll spread this out a little bit. We don't want to play too all-in.
Golden Yew, Narrow Stem, Chanterelle, or False Chanterelle.
For some reason, I thought we had a ale. I guess I was just wrong. Maybe we already replayed it? Removing Corixus, I think, is worth here, because he's going to go Dana. I think. I debated on getting rid of the Percival that turn, but I think it'd be better to get rid of this. Potentially just use it with Draco Turtle anyway. We should be able to get it with Draco Turtle here. Nice Saboteur. So what we do is play Draco Turtle here. Do this. Flash this into this. Now we should have poison still. I'm still really surprised. I thought we had a one of these. I guess we put it back. Now Dana's really bad now, but doesn't trigger that other one. Corixus.
We serve her who is burden, mother, and crone.
Let's see how much we want to play around these poisons at the end here. Melee Willow. Okay, so we don't play around them. The only way that this is poisons on us works is if these are both the ploy poisons, the other dryads, Forest Protector, Forest Ranger, whatever it's called. And if those are both poisons, they don't trigger Harmony, so we win. So this should be fine. Fire up the big old froths here. Should do it. I don't think he has 42 points. The Cat Witcher. Kind of. Yeah, that. Or he has a. He doesn't have a beast actually. Yeah, it's not enough. GG. Closer than I was thinking it would be there. It really messed that up by not having the ale, but it's fine.
Shall tuck tail and beg for mercy.
Tactical Decision, Renfri. Whenever you see the +2 cards in there, it's almost always Renfri. And he's going first. Playing Scroll. So that's Renfri. We need... Let's see, what do we need? He's have a lot of locks, but we're not too bad against locks, to be honest. Shackle's pretty useless against their deck. Like, the only thing he hits a Rience, if I'm recalling correctly. So we're just going to put both back here. There's the Knight. We really want to pressure this round, but our hand just doesn't allow it, I don't think. I guess we test for Squirrel. He has it, he has it. You always get it here, too. But tutoring for a 4 provision card never really feels good. In this case, I think it would be worth it. But then you can't get Renfri. Can't get Snowdrop. I think he's going to win round 1 here. Iris to Companions. Yeah, Companions to Iris, sure. I think he's going to win this round. The question is, do we try for it? Because to try for this round, we'd have to get, like, Scenario. We don't have Druids to trigger it, so I don't think we can. We're just short Druids at the moment, which means these aren't very good either. Does that mean it's worth getting Truffle? I want to get her out of the graveyard in case of Squirrel still. Because he will do it if he doesn't have anything better to play. We could carry Ale over here. I think getting Ale makes the most sense. It's the most engine-y type of thing we can do.
Prepared a feast for you, my children.
It's the most engine-y type of thing we can do, I think, in this situation. And it provides care into round 2. It won't go into round 3, which is unfortunate, but I think we'll need the points round 2. We can infuse this in case he kills it, but we should have infused the middle one. I guess he would heal. I kind of figuring we'd throw another unit down here, but we actually just don't have one to play. Let's do that. The unlock is good, but we can replay it later. There's the soldiers.
Off to the front yet again.
All this is perfectly normal. He's going to win this round. If we can make him tall punish, that would be good.
Travel makes one modest. Let's
This
see
down.
the bigger picture.
This round will go longer, I think. Yeah, we at least want him to leader.
You'll never get my rhymes out of your
I think we're okay with this now. Our issue is going to be the locks, right? Because he's going to lock our engines instead of killing them, which means blessings don't bring them back. So blessings become dead round 2. So we probably have to recycle those back into the deck. It's not good. This is why I like Troubadours. They give you more copies of your engines. Okay, so he wins this here. It's up by too much. We could go for auth, but we don't have follow-up plays. So I want to play at least a couple cards here. Probably like Squirrel Renfri. Banish our Pro Mother, then carry the Renfri over. So we're going to look for our Resilience cards here. And we do have to put these back, unfortunately. Like I said. Just if he pushes hard, which he probably wants to, so we can go like a Renfri round with Triss, then round 3 Rience. If he pushes like that and we have blessings, they just won't do anything. Do have some good cards for round 3. But we don't have the carryover in hand is the issue. Xavier, that's not a squirrel, but even worse. We've got to lock it. We can't let him banish our alchemies, because then we don't have replay value. Get a lot of dead cards. Interesting, he goes for the long round. I mean, he can lock all of our engines. Blessing's still dead. So I think we just can't play the Blessings. Or we can't keep them in hand. We can play them off of Ermion or something. But keeping them is very, very dangerous. What are we missing here? Nothing. Oh, we're missing Preachers. These 3 are Druids. These are really good draws. This is bad. This is bad. Can we trigger our scenario with our current hand? 1, 2, we can. But we really want that 3rd. We want the other Preacher. Ah, got a bad card. What are you gonna do? Alright, what do we play here? Probably do this first. We can trigger that fully with Decoction, so it's fine to play. He's probably gonna lock it though. I just want to play something else he wants to lock here. Each lock that's not on Draco Turtle or a Preacher is good. You can't lock everything. In theory. I can't. Sometimes they can, right, if they're playing slave drivers. There's the lock. You can unlock. The unlock's not worth too much. There's the Renfri. If he goes for the damage and destroys us here, we can Ermion into a Blessing, which is good. Yep, he's gonna go for that. It's pretty good. He has time to do this twice, actually, with a cooldown. It's good for him. You can still get the value off a Greatsword healing, just because it is damage still. So it'll still be worth quite a bit. Question, is it going to be enough to match Triss, followed up by the... Oh, he did that before Brood Mage. I guess Destroy and Damage by 6 both do the same thing there. Don't get another lock, please. I mean, he's going to get something that kills us, probably. A lock, a damage card. We're only at 5. It's pretty likely we'd lose this Druid. Okay, then. Sure. That has to be hit with Decoction. Don't you love when they create that card? No one plays it anymore, but they just create it, and then you're sitting there like, well, I have to kill it. If we see a Lydia into Blessing, I'm going to be mad. But we haven't played Blessing yet, so can't quite do that.
Defeat them with hunger, crush them with thirst.
We have to do the Blessing this turn, though.
Gods protect us.
Modern Freyr is patient, but she brooks no insult.
Guess we have to hit this one.
Reach, reach beyond what the eyes see and the ears hear.
We take the value here before he locks or removes us. The good thing here is if he hits us with Vilgefortz, these are all really good to pull out of the deck. These two are better, because we have the crows boosted right now, but we shouldn't have boosted that row then. Lock. Yep. Unlock. We want to clash like Renfri's gangs in the melee row if we can. We want Draco Turtle to do it. I guess Draco Turtle's not big enough. Right, because they're +1.
A pleasure to bleed you.
If we go Draco Turtle, Mardrome on the turtle, then clash, it's so tall. He's have 2 tall punishes anyway, right? Because he has Rience and he has Vilgefortz / Geralt. Maybe we should do the reset this turn.
I value adventures only
This
if
reset
the
should be
adventure
better.
can provide.
The thing is, Rience we can't kill. Even if we kept Decoction, we'd have to kill Rience with Clash. Right, so this we have to save for Rience. So he's going to Rience second to last. We can use the order. Then we do Turtle, Leader, Clash, get rid of the Rience. I think is our best option here. This doesn't matter. I guess we get rid of this in case he's playing Lydia. So we don't have to deal with that. Do we take value here with this? No, is there a reason to wait? Not really. Waiting just can lose us points if he locks us. It gives us points if he Vilgefortzes out this, and we click it. But we would have gotten those points anyway. Other than this, we'd lose 2 this way. So that removes this. What do we get off of it? Not that. We get off of it Ale, Shackles. Shackles is really good. I think we replay Rhizome here. Then wait and see if we need to shackle Rience. Because we shackle Rience, he shouldn't have a Purify. He should have Triss Rience left. Then his last 3 can use a Destroy from his leader.
Let's you and me have some fun.
Because we have a shackle in here, don't we? So we can shackle this. It's actually Clash is still better though. We get more points. Still has 1 armor, so we could Rhizome for the most. Or Mardrome for the most points here. Is Triss worth 33 plus leader? I think it might be. I think he gets this. It'll be close though.
I'll do what I can.
Nope, it's a draw. Well, I knew it'd be close. GG, I suppose. Mia Ralvian, I guess? Probably some Skellige Witchers. A lot of tall punish is bad for us. A lot of control with these leaders is bad for us, because at least just have enough to kill a Preacher. We don't open anything else first, so very dangerous deck to go against here. Very dangerous. Not a great opener. But not a great, I mean, quite bad. Like, this just dies to a leader charge. And that's definitely not worth it. I think we have to go Kara Troll Day. Everything else opens. We know he's going to kill that, right? But if we do this, maybe the pings don't get it. He's going to Offering it still, though. But I don't want to throw away our actual good engines like Preacher into just a leader charge. Yep. We can Blessing those back later, though, so it's not the worst thing. Not the worst. Still lose one of these to Offering. What's the chance he has both offerings?
One who is blind can yet see.
It's pretty low, right? Besides, he can't Reckless Flurry into Bear Witcher yet because it doesn't have Adrenaline, so I think this is the safest time we're going to have to play this. Oh, yeah, he didn't have both offerings. That's good. It's also expected that he doesn't have both. Just go Froth. I think our play here is to survive a round 2 and do long round 3. So the reason we have the Kara Troll Day out here, other than it's our only opening play, is we can use that for round 2 control when he gets all of his little guys out. I think we pass here. We have that Kara Troll Day to help us survive round 2. We have one person so we can revive them. We don't want to let him have his carryover yet. We want him to be carrying over. Setting that up. Ooh, Berenger comes down too. In this next round before his Adrenalines are online and such, so we have time to set up before the Adrenalines start punishing. Then hopefully we can carry round 2 into 3, Mushy Truffle and Ale. Hand's pretty good. This is pretty useless. We have Darren and Crow Mother. What would Darren send in this case? To play for 8. I think I want the Temple from playing this. Darren's not the worst, but I'd rather look for something else. Crow Mother has the benefits of being a druid and spawning crows. What I'd like to do here is basically play everything except Gedanyith, and then have the carryover cards into round 3 with Gedanyith. I don't know if that's going to be happening, but we will try to make it work. Offering's not good here for him, but it still gives him carryover. It lowers tempo, but he's still going to do it if he has it. Do we want a Truffle? Probably. Wish we had access to Ale. That's really what we're looking for here. Ermion, Avlok Sage, or Ale, any of those worked. Things we don't actually have to get yet, so it's a bit risky here. Gives the armor up. It's fine. That's fine. Do we Draco Turtle? It doesn't have value, because it just dies. The only value it has is its Clash. Because he will have Tall Punish for it. I do want to reset. These are decent. I want to see if we can get Last Stand Draco Turtle, so I don't think we do that. I think we play this. This plays more to his control, but I think we need the Draco Turtle Last Say here, because our hand looks very pushable, so I think we have to wait on him. There's no point in clashing for armor gain here because of offering still kills us. And we still want to play this before the Bear Witchers are online. So you can't get like 1 leader ping on it, then Bear Witcher it. He has to have the offering. Or the Eskel, I suppose. Okay.
Go ahead. Stare at the stump again.
So he's trying to all in us here. Does weaken us a bit. What's the chance Crow Mother goes melee? I think it's worth the chance that we play this instead of the card out of our hand.
Mordred Freyr is patient, but she brooks no insult.
That's good.
The feast for
Man
you
is an
might
arrogant
We use this here.
bastard.
Good of offering range, get a lot of points out. There's the Eskel coming in. Should kill the one that's doomed. He does. Let's do a reset.
I value adventures only independent.
We can play this and play another Golden Froth right away off of it. Having crows makes this pretty bad. But we got the Eskel already. Should be what, Professional left? Maybe an Axie if we're being spicy.
Who nicked my mushrooms again?
It's gonna have offering range once again. Get Professionals if he wants to. But I feel pretty safe as long as we can last say clash with Draco Turtle. The only way we're not safe is if he goes like trio into all the stuff, right? He's gonna have Mentor, Trio. Like Mentor, Trio, Leo, Professional. We could get 2-0'd. Should kill this.
I hate portals.
Considering that, we want to remove some Witchers. Good chance we can kill 2 here. We do. A nice couple Mentor points. As long as we can last say Draco Turtle, I think we have enough points. But I might be wrong if he goes Trio right now. Like I said, if he has exactly what we're talking about, he still wins this. He doesn't, though. So we have this clash. So we're down by 19. If we play this, give it 6 armor, clash a 6. Give this 6 armor and clash a 10. We take 10, we go from 6 to 16. He loses 6. That's not enough, right? It's not enough. Give this clash. We do 6 here, he goes to 32, we get 10. No, that is enough, isn't it? Do 6, 32, we get 10. That should be enough. There we go. Have to keep our leader. Had to double count that there. If he has Trio, we really just need Scenario. That's good, but we need Scenario. Ermian's decent. Hey, there it is. Now, if he has a Heat Wave for this, we feel pretty bad, but we still play it here. Use this better first. This is better first, isn't it? Yeah, this is better first, because it has time. And we know what road this is on. He has the Witcher Trio, which is scary, but with Eskel and Professional gone, he's going to have trouble killing off our tall cards. Ermion into just anything's decent. Blessing obviously is the best.
Take care of your blades and they'll take care of you.
We want to play it so we can infuse the Shadow card, because that way we can protect it from offering still. He just got his portal. That's a little unfortunate for him. Let's just play this. Just play this. We still have Druids. And if we can bait the offering out here, it'd be safer. It's not really a bait on the offering. I don't think he would. He might not have kept it here. The other day here, it's not that valuable. But this is also a setup card because we can go into the rhizomes later on to trigger them. Okay, we got the scenario off safely here. That's a big deal. See if he's got the offering. We're in trouble if he has the offering. Yeah, he's got it. Okay, okay, we lose. The trio, probably.
I can help you if you wish.
Bow before modern prayer.
I think this is worth about the same as this one. So he's gonna get like +4. Did he brick the trio or something? Why is he disconnecting? I mean, he's got Quen and trio are his big plays. He should have access to them. I guess we have 6 on leader. That's worth 7. Got value left still. I guess he just doesn't think we have enough. What do we have? I can't read the numbers. Are we up by 17? I guess that's too much. Right, because trios were like 21 points. And Quen Bear Witcher is what? 15? I guess if he is plus 10 more from All God, that's 25. 46. I guess his max ceiling here... Actually, these are boosted by All God, so that's not true. Or no, they're boosted by Vesemir. They're not boosted by All God. Yeah, he lost connection, I'm sure. Yeah, we're up by 17. So we do win that, even if he has the perfect hand. I guess he bricked. Well, guys, there you go. Some Druids. Overall, seems pretty similar to old Druids. I think I like the... Again, I always like Troubadour for the extra copies of the Preachers, because it feels like you don't have enough otherwise. But again, that's completely up to you. I think overall, the Druid deck's pretty solid. I like this version. What I really like about Shackles, which is the card we're really interested in here, is it lets you have locks. Without locks, running Care Troll Day and Decoction for removal is really risky because you can't lock anything, you can't heatwave stuff. Things with shields are invulnerable to you for the most part. I guess if they have a shield and 5 or less power, you can Decoction them, but it's really hard to get through stuff like that. And things with armor. So just having access to the Shackles is really nice. It is really nice. I'm thinking about changes here. I think I like the Care Troll Day Draco Turtle. I used to not always run this. I used to be a Heatwave person instead of the Care Troll Day, but with the Shackles, it takes away that one really big weakness. You still lose to artifacts, but I think this is really good. So I like this. I like this. It gives you really good point potential, which is something you lack with the Heatwave option. Like you can go Heatwave Otkill, for example, and have a big round 3 play, but I think I like this better. As far as the changes to the deck, I think the cards you can swap around. I think I want to swap out Squirrel for maybe 1 Troubadour. I want to swap Froth for a Rhizome. This makes it more consistent. Not, I'd love to fit you, man, but we've been nerfed too much. I'd love to fit in him, but I think a Rhizome makes more sense than Golden Froth. Sure, the Golden Froth is really good with Ale of the Ancestors, but you get Golden Froth off Mushy Truffle because you're pretty much always finding Mushy Truffle. It's one of your really good cards. You have stuff to find it with. So I think I like this Rhizome to make the Druids online more often because we ran into situations where they weren't proccing very much. So I think I like this. Addition also puts points on the board because sometimes you have Froth in your hand. You can't target a unit because they're controlling your stuff. So I like the Rhizome. I do like the Shackles. I think Squirrel is good. I think I like Troubadour personally a bit better. And then as far as the rest, I don't know if you need 2 Shackles. I put 2 in the deck here to try it out a bit, but I think you can get away with 1 Shackles pretty decently if you want to, or you can go like 1 Druid, or maybe not play the Rhizome. I think there's options, but I think I would like to put the Troubadours back in. It helps a lot round 1 into 2, because round 1 into 2 is when you're usually in trouble, because the blessings to replay your Druids like banish them, because they give them doomed. And if you're doing that, you're running out of druids pretty quick. This gives you extra copies. The problem with it, it's slow tempo, right? You need to play the troubadour, you need to play the ale, then it's online. So that's unfortunate. But I still think it's useful. I'm just not sure I'd play 2. I definitely want at least 1. Although Squirrel's good. Squirrel's a fine copy there. Like the Squirrel option instead of this is perfectly good. I think it's just preference. I think I want a Rhizome, and I think I want maybe 1 Troubadour. I think I'd do this. Yeah, I think I'd try this. Yeah, we'll go with this. But for you guys here, we'll make sure we share the right link so you guys know what we're doing in the video. Hope you guys had fun watching, and we will see you in the next one.